Okay. My name is Derek Shedden. From Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Born and raised uh, down here at Northeastern State University in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Long way from home, playing baseball, living life. When I was young, well, growing up in Canada, everybody always plays hockey, and my mom doesn't like violence or anything, so no contact. I'm not the biggest guy either, so she steered me away from hockey for sure. I guess I had good hand-eye coordination. My grandpa was a baseball player, and they decided to take me that route. So here I am. Started playing when I was 3 or 4 years old, and played every year up until now. So yeah, it does. It's just to a much a lesser extent. The cultures are definitely different in the sense that we don't value sports as much as the Americans do. So we have our own collegiate athletics. It's just much smaller scale. But yeah, it was a big dream of mine. I always wanted to come down to the States and play baseball because this is where it's a big deal. And I remember always telling my mom how much I wanted to get an opportunity to go play against the Americans and getting to live that dream. It's a pretty cool thing. I mean, the whole experience has just been really special. It's hard to narrow it down to one thing. When I think about the opportunity that I've had compared to most Canadians, it's playing sports. It's a rare thing to come down to somewhere that you're not familiar with and make a bunch of new friends and memories and learn a lot about yourself and others. And just the whole thing's been really special. Just narrow it down is it's hard. hmm Not great difficulties. No, it's there's always the questions about the differences between Canada and the United States, and there are some significant ones. I mean, we're very similar countries, but definitely have our own cultures. So often called on in classes and whatnot to explain the differences in that. Um, but I mean, like I think I said in my what I wrote down was that I felt as though the development of sports in Canada is lacking. So when I came down here, I definitely felt a little bit behind. So had to work hard to try to catch up to where everybody else was. uh, I mean, obviously my family, they're the biggest thing for me. I mean, wouldn't be here without them, and definitely excited to go back to them. It's my senior year, and I'll get to rejoin the family now after that. So have a little nephew and all that back home now that I'm excited to watch grow up. So being away from family is a big thing. I mean, I love the scenery there. I'm close to the mountains, and it's a beautiful place to be, and going snowboarding and all the other stuff that you can't really do in Oklahoma. My plan right now is to go home. I mean, my student visa or whatever is going to expire after I graduate in May, and I don't really plan on applying to a worker's visa right now. So the plan is to go home, and I'll have my degree in criminal justice that I got from here. And right now, all the law enforcement agencies in Canada are hiring, so I'm gonna send out some applications and hopefully get picked up on one of them and uh, pursue a career in law enforcement. Definitely to do it because I remember I was in the before I came here, I was playing in the lesser Canadian Collegiate Association and having fun there and enjoying it, and everything was set up pretty well. And when I got the opportunity to come here, I was really hesitant just because of how well everything was set up back home. But I mean, it was an experience that once in a lifetime thing, and I think that if I would have said no, I would have just thought what if and regretted it for the rest of my life. So I'm happy that I took the leap of faith, I guess, to come down here and try it out because it's really something special. And as an international student, it's a cool thing to experience. My favorite thing about America. I mean, I think it is the sports aspect. Is that back home there isn't such a focus on that, and here everybody's crazy about sports. I mean, you see like we've been to Division I football games in Arkansas and whatnot, and they're insane. I mean, the college sports here are as big as the professional in some aspect, and I think that's just a really unique part of the American culture that's really cool is the passion they have for sports and competing, and it's just something that I don't think you're going to see anywhere else in the world.